Hi besties, today I lit my eyes on fire. I tried out the Courtney Quarantine and Unearthly Cosmetics collaboration today, and I just kind of went a little crazy with the red to match the lip. I started off with an idea for the lip, and then I just kind of did the eyes around it. While you're here, besties, please check out the links to my link tree. I have several links to support the humanitarian crises happening in Tigray, Ethiopia, Democratic Republic of Congo, Sudan, as well as Haiti. I also have a few Palestinian families that I'm trying to raise money for, as well as some immigration resources linked in my bio as well. So if you can donate, please share this video. If you are new here, hi, I'm Jan. I use she, her pronouns, and I only do it for the girls, the gays, and the theys. And I have poorly applied chipped black nail polish because of who I am as a person. If you are new here, I would love to have you as a subscriber. Please like, comment, share, all of the things. If you feel so inclined, it would really help me as a smaller content creator. I try to post pretty regularly, so I'd love to have you here. If you'd like to see how I got this look, please keep watching. Okay, besties. So I'm going to start off with taking Heat Devil from Naked Heat, which looks like that. It's just like a sienna kind of shade on my fluffy brush. This is going to act as our transition shade, so we're just going to pop that into the crease. Just like that, just very lightly. I'm going to pop it onto the lid as well. Just like a nice, warm, orangey brown. I'm going to take En Fuego right here, which is this red, on that same fluffy brush. And we are just going to pop that just like that. I really do want this to be more like red toned. This is just going in the crease. I don't think I'm going to put this on the lid. I am going to be taking some of the Courtney Quarantine Mob Beauty Grungecore palette. I want to incorporate this red. I'm going to take my Urban Decay brush that looks like this. This is from the original Naked palette. It just looks like this. We're going for like a flat, dense brush. And I'm taking the shimmery shade. And I am just going to pop that onto my lid. Blends like butter. I've set my paint pot and everything, and it just goes on looking like this. It is so pretty, and I'm just popping that kind of on my lid and into my crease as well, kind of where my lid meets my crease as well. I'm going to take the shade Ashes from the Naked Heat palette. It's just a plummy shade. I'm just going to use this to deepen up like the outer corner. A V like this, just like right there, just for a little bit of depth. Also, apologies for the creakiness of my chair. I got her for next to nothing on Facebook Marketplace, and like, I love her. I'm going to take the shade Ashes right here, which is the beautiful plum shade, and I'm going to use my pointed crease brush that looks like this, and I'm just going to get that like on my inner lid, just for like a halo eye effect. Just like that. I don't want it to go into my tear duct, but I do want it in like the inner third of my lid. Just like that. I deepen that up a little bit. There we go. I always like a halo eye on myself. I feel like it's really flattering to my eye shape. I'm going to pop a little bit more of that red on just literally with my finger. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Make sure that outer corner is still deep and plummy. Love it. I'm going to start working on the lower lash line. I'm going to basically mimic the tones that we did on the top. I'm taking that same Ashes shade, which is that beautiful plummy shade, and I'm just taking it on my crease brush. I did prime my lower lash line with my paint pot. I left it unset just to make sure that the shadows had something to grip onto. Not that they really need it, but a lot of times for me at least, it's just hard to get pigment on my lower lash line because it's such a much smaller area. Now I'm just taking my Courtney Quarantine Grungecore palette, that beautiful red M167, that like beautiful shimmery red. She's an icon, she's a legend. I'm just taking her on my finger because I do plan on using like black liner, so this is just kind of gonna be a base. I am obsessed with this red shade. It's creamy, it's beautiful. I'm obsessed with her. I also love red on my brown eyes. I feel like it just does something. Before I get too ahead of myself and the other stuff that I want to do in this look, I'm going to take my NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil. This is in Black Bean. I'm going to use this as like a smudgy black liner because I do want to add that to this look. First, I'm going to take this in my waterline. It's not like one of those long wearing like cream eyeshadows, so it's really nice to smudge. I'm just going to kind of lay that down. And then I'm gonna take my brush that looks like this and just smudge. It's just nice and creamy. It doesn't set down, which makes it really nice for like a smudgy look like this. So I probably will go over it and like reinforce that red, but I find that when I have like a nice like background of this, it just makes for like a really pretty gradient. Like when I put the shadow down first, then the liner on top, I like the gradient look that it creates. So just like that, it doesn't have to be perfect. For my upper liner, I'm going to use something else. Same brand, but I'm going to use the NYX Epic Wear liner stick. This is in pitch black. I'm obsessed with it. I'm going to grab a mirror just so I can, yeah. But I'm just going to pop that like on my upper waterline. If you can do this without looking like you're being possessed by a demon, like you're a superhero. And then I'm just going to really lightly get that on my lash line. Sorry, y'all. I'm like trying to, because I am obviously going to wear lashes today and all that good stuff. So just like a little bit. And then smudge. I'll probably just like put liquid down, but I like lining my upper waterline because it's like an older trick that I learned from like OG makeup YouTube, that with this under your waterline, it will make your lashes look like a little bit thicker. I don't know. OG makeup YouTube raised me, so I just do it. Alright, just a little bit, and then I'm going to smudge with my finger. I'm going to take that same shade from the Courtney Grungecore palette, that same red, and I am just going to like smoke that out under that liner. That looks so cool to me. I don't know. I love shades like this. It just, and obviously I'll like clean that up, but yeah, that red just like does something to my soul. These are the kind of shades that make me like even more excited about makeup than I already am. But I love looking pretty, obviously, and I think pretty is like subjective, but it's shades like this that make me go, yeah, 15-year-old me would think that this was really cool, and that's who I'm trying to please. Besties, I am just popping a little bit of that same powder shadow from the Grungecore palette on. I put like a little bit of water on the brush just to get that like really cool kind of foily look. So yeah. Besties, I have an idea. If you've watched my videos before, you know how obsessed I am with the Half Magic Glitter Puck and Dopamine Sparkle. I plan to buy all of the shades, but Dopamine Sparkle is one that I have. If you have not seen this before, I highly recommend. It's beautiful. Also, keep the sponge in. So it looks like that. I want to pop a little bit of this in the center. I love the way pink and red look together. This is like, if you've never seen this before, holy mackerel. Look at that. Half Magic. I know that this is the only product that I've used from them, but from everybody else's reviews online, they make the best glitter products that have ever existed. And based on how obsessed I am with Glitter Puck, I would say that that's true. So I'm just going to pop that on literally with like that much on my ring finger, just in the center. It just like does something. It just adds that little bit of like special glimmer to the look. This type of glitter just like does something to my soul. If somebody knows a body product that looks like this, send it my way. Okay, besties, that's what we're looking like. I'm gonna go ahead and do my face makeup and be right back. Besties, I have so much to tell you. Alrighty, let's go from top to bottom. As always, I use the bronze shade from the Courtney Grungecore palette. This is not the right one. I have 3 mob palettes sitting on my desk. This is M170. So that one, I've been using that a lot lately as bronzer, and I love it. For my lashes, we went back to the Dollar Tree. I used these Ardell Naked Lashes. These are number 424. And I really like how these look. For my liquid liner, it was kind of crazy. I let my sister borrow my liquid liner and I still haven't gotten it back, which like just sibling things. So I actually used my liner brush that I used in my last video, and I just took some black liquid lipstick and just kind of did a wing. Used the black shade from the Trad Goth palette. This is literally just called Black. And I just patted it on top with a brush to set it, and I don't think it looks half bad. For my face highlight, I of course used my Half Magic Glitter Puck and Dopamine Sparkle. she's that girl at all times. For my inner corner highlight, I used my Blackmoon Cosmetics, the Moon Diamonds. This is in Moonlight Lavender. I am obsessed with how that looks. I love pink and red together, especially like a purpley tone red. I think it looks really cool. For my cheeks, I used a cream bronzer, and then I used my Jessica shades from the Southern Goth palette. This is M157 and M158. I love these two shades together. It creates like the most beautiful kind of earthy cheek, and I felt like it went really well with the look. My lip combo, a journey as always. It's actually all Unearthly. These are my first products from Unearthly. They've been on my list, but Courtney came out with a collection with them and I had to do it. So first I started off with their lip liner. This is in shade Villain. It is a black shade. This is a very creamy lip pencil. It was like $8 and this is a giant, like it's literally the length of my face. Absolutely love this. And then Courtney came out with a lipstick collection from them. So I started off with the shade Secrets. I do have a video that's going to go up on my TikTok of me swatching all of these, but the shade Secrets is this beautiful, like warmish nude. And then I took the shade, I used all of them. I took the shade Lure, which is a blue. So that's what that looks like. And I just kind of patted this over the top of it. And then I also blotted my lips in between each step just to make sure that there wasn't like any excess shine. Because sometimes if you have excess shine with your lipsticks and you're trying to like mix and match them, it will kind of just get muddy. So I wanted to make sure that every single color kind of changed the lip a little bit. So that's what I did. And then I took the shade, this is called Eternal. It is like a beautiful vampire red. So I used the black liner on the outer corners of my lips. And then I just patted all three of these on top. I've seen Courtney do this and I love the result. I love how it looks with this eye look. So I can't get over the fact that these are magnetic and they're black packaging with like a holographic reflect. This is me in packaging. If you've made it to the end of this video, you're my favorite human being in the entire world. Comment your favorite shade of red. Or if you don't have a favorite shade of red, what your favorite like dark color is. Are we a girly who likes everything black? Are we a girly who likes everything gray? Do you like a dark plum, a dark emerald? Let me know what your favorite like murky tone is. Or if you don't have one, just tell me your favorite color. Thanks for watching, besties, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!